Vote for Bernie.
Vote for Bernie.
Vote Bernie.
Okay.
Yeah, you can vote for him. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Who doesn't want Bernie Bott's every flavored socialism beans?
Holy shit, that's really funny. All right,
Before we started the podcast, I asked. Hi, I'm Matt Ammar.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Matt Tabor.
I'm Gwen.
Fuck, we're gonna do a circular cut because it'd be you than me.
Before we started the podcast, I asked Matt to look up how much the Donald Trump pop was worth. Pops, I know, have significantly decreased in value, but how much is he worth?
Okay. The Donald Trump pop is worth $55.
55.
However, this Bernie Sanders pop, how much do you think it's worth?
25.
You can see it on my screen.
I can't see anything. Do you know what? I'm gonna take a magical guess. Can I? No, I'll let Gwen guess first.
Okay. I'm gonna say $100 because people probably really want it right now.
It is
Sure.
$38.
$38.
38.
Oh,
Wow.
not bad.
I
Yeah.
way over.
You probably got it for 10, right?
value.
I got it for 10. I got it. I got it at Amoeba.
Do you know what your
pretty
most valuable pop is?
Yes, but it's not going to show up on there.
Really?
Mine is.
It's emotional value.
Well, no, it's. I have a Stan Lee pop signed by Stan Lee.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay, that makes
That's-
sense.
that's
So that
good.
adds up.
Invaluable.
I bet you could find. I bet you could look that up. Like, see what the actual value is out of it.
But if, according to Pop Price Guide, which I don't know if that's what you're using, Pop Price Guide, my most expensive pop, I think, is my Rorschach, because there's only 420 of them.
That's like getting a dead guy's signature is fucking like that's solid.
No,
That's
I got that one signed by Stan Lee. I've got the picture to prove it.
That's like really. That's
Well,
that's a lot of value.
You also have the autograph to prove it too.
Like autographs, like when someone passes away, like the autographs like shoot up, right?
Yeah, but like that's the thing is when I was in like even my darkest moments before I moved to LA permanently, I knew I could get a whole lot of money for that, and I didn't take it.
Don't do it. That's
I'm not
something
going
that's
to because it's
hold
something
on to
I
that
want
forever.
I'm gonna keep it until I die.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
You know.
And then you sign that,
Yeah.
and holy shit, that's gonna be the most valuable pop ever. Who is rubbing their dang ass feet?
How?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't think. I don't
Which
think
which
it's gonna pick up
Rorschach
anyway.
pop do you have?
I have the bloody one.
You do.
I have it's.
Do you know how much it is right now?
I bought it. I bought it for way too much than I think it's worth. I bought it for $400.
Okay.
Oh, you bought it for okay. All right. I was
The
like
actual price right now,
Yeah, it's probably way less.
$820.
Holy shit!
Sell
I would say time to sell.
I think
I will actually.
Yeah, it's doubled its like.
Because
It's
I don't collect.
insane.
I don't really collect
So-
pops anymore. I'm going.
It's a cool one for sure.
I'm gonna
but
sell.
I was
through
like,
them.
because I saw the first one. What was the first one?
The regular version is 240.
240. I saw 240, and you said 400. I was like, oh, that's disappointing. But
I
then
did that
saw,
I did it on purpose.
Okay.
Ooh, Mr. Sneaky Pants over here.
So blame.
That's crazy,
insane.
dog. Yeah. That's rent.
That's rent.
Yeah,
That's
but-
rent.
I
That's crazy.
could probably sell it. It's
kind of sad though. The fact that it's like, oh my gosh, this thing I collected and waited for it to gain value, and I can finally sell it.
See,
I mean, it's not really a lot.
I never bought them to sell. I bought them because I liked them. The other problem is though, I bought them in 2017, which was my most recent depressive breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
So they were more of. They were like a way to cope.
Yeah,
So I
I feel
bought
that.
way too many.
something you can control. Like, all right, cool. I can.
But I could sell a shit ton of them. I'm not. I can tell you what I'm not selling. I'm not selling my South Park ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not selling my Breaking Bad ones. And I'm not selling my Ghostbusters ones.
Yeah.
Probably not even my Power Rangers
What
ones.
about
but
this?
I have a shit.
What about this boy?
Bernie, I'm keeping.
This is gonna go up in value if he wins.
Just
right?
imagine if you can get it autographed. Like,
Oh,
holy
that'd be
shit.
great.
Oh my God! There's
By the
rallies.
bird, right?
He regularly hosts rallies in LA.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there's meet and greets or anything, but
Well,
like
even if
he
I
has,
don't,
like,
I
5
want
rallies
to keep
a day.
it because I'm gonna put when I vote on Super Tuesday.
Yeah.
Vote. I'm gonna
This is
put
probably
I'm gonna put the I voted thing on there.
yeah.
It
seems appropriate.
But yeah, no, I have a ton of pops that I should probably sell. I have I've got the one the Wampa and Luke, which is also worth a lot. What else do I have that's like worth a shit ton? I've got a lot.
I've looked up all my pops. Not a single one of them was worth anything.
See, I would make a shit ton of money because all I would do is work Postmates, and I didn't have anything else. I had no ambition. My ambition was fucking gone.
Yeah.
So I was working like 14-hour days.
Holy cow.
Just doing Postmates. So I had a shit ton of money at one point.
That's
And
really...
I
want to get in your depression. That's
I
crazy.
spent way too much on pop figures. And
Yeah.
I spent I spent money on the ones that are worth something.
Mhm.
So now I have some that are worth a lot.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Game of Thrones ones that I fucking hate now because that show sucks.
yeah.
No. The
oh my
show
God.
is fine. The last season is sucks.
The last 2 seasons.
Well, I mean, but a lot of the part of the show is like the payoff,
it's
right?
building up to the payoff, which sucks. Yeah.
Like, explain to me, okay, if there's a difference between Breaking Bad and like Game of Thrones. Breaking Bad, when I watched it, every single episode was like, I feel like I got something huge out of it. Like,
but that's
even,
the thing. Is Breaking Bad had an end point in sight.
Yeah.
The problem with Game of Thrones, because the books in which it's based weren't finished yet, there was no end.
Right.
So, and George R.R. Martin is known for taking his time. So,
Which I think is fine for a writer to
absolutely,
do. If they want to make something good,
But the problem is
take your time,
they
yeah.
greenlit the show before he was done with the books. I know Lord of the Rings was big and freaking Hobbit was coming out, so it was probably a good time to jump on it.
Mm-hmm.
But there were 2 books left that are still not out.
But my question is, okay, so Breaking Bad,
Mm-hmm.
if I never finished that show, and I only made it like 3 seasons in, all the episodes that I watched would have been like, holy cow, these are incredible. Like, and I would have really enjoyed it. Is Game of Thrones the same way, where it's like, even if you never finished the show, you would have gotten like fulfillment out of those episodes?
It depends on the episode. There are a few episodes that, like, because a lot of it is build up to be paid off.
Yeah, like
So-
where you're like, where something ends and you're like, fuck, I can't wait for
Like
this to
everything
get,
leading up to the
like
Red
fucking
Wedding.
Riverdale.
Oh
Everything-
yeah, that was fantastic.
Riverdale?
No, that's because my
Riverdale.
joke about that is literally like it's just garbage television, and then they do something at the end that just like that keeps you invested because
Riverdale is literally rip off Twin Peaks.
Mhm.
It's just Twin Peaks with Archie characters.
Yeah.
And like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
But
it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's
So,
such a bad show. But it's kinda
basically,
fun.
it's Twilight and Twin Peaks mixed together.
yeah,
kind of yeah.
yeah,
like-
that's exactly what it is. And
High School Musical. I don't know.
It's
it's
just-
a bunch of garbage.
Is there music?
well, because okay,
There is
the
music.
plot.
Oh
okay,
yeah, because they're a band.
take the basic
Josie
plot.
and the Pussycats are in it.
Take the
Well,
basic
Archie and the
plots.
Archies is a band.
Yeah, but I don't think that's in.
I don't think it's it. No, Josie and the Pussycats are basically responsible for singing all the Archie.
They
and the
sing
Archie
Sugar
songs.
Sugar in the show.
Really?
Yeah, they. I
Whatever.
think it's the first episode where they sing Sugar Sugar.
No, it's not the first episode. It's in like season 2.
I don't know. It's just not going to be the same
I feel
without
like-
the dancing dog.
You know what? I don't care.
I'm
You
pretty
can-
sure it was episode
if you're
1.
if you're right, you're right because I am not gonna watch that show again.
Yeah.
No, but like if you take the names of the characters out and you only say the plot synopsis for both Twin Peaks and Riverdale is in a small town where everybody knows everybody. Someone comes up dead, and there are secrets that are revealed about each person.
Mm-hmm.
That it's the same plot.
Yeah.
I think they even find the dead body in like the river.
Yeah.
Were they
Wrapped
up
in plastic.
Okay.
There it is.
And they were
There it is.
blue.
Yeah. So
It's an homage.
it's not an homage.
It's not an homage
It's-
if you're literally copying
if you're-
every single
yeah.
point of it.
It is. It really is the same.
Well, no,
thing.
it's original if you change at least 3 things.
Oh my
As-
god, I'm
as-
not getting into that.
Fantastic.
Is that wait? Is that a law?
No,
that
that is something that someone we know said when they stole something.
That's funny.
They didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Real quick, can we censor it and tell me what it is?
Sure.
Cool. All right.
And that's gonna be funny.
That's gonna be censored AF.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, Game of Thrones. Everything leading up to the Red Wedding
Mm-hmm.
is great because that was set up.
Mm-hmm.
There are episodes that do stand on their own, like
Yeah.
Battle of the Bastards, even though not in the book. Great episode.
I'm gonna ask why I was watching because I made it through like a season and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire time there's never an episode that I saw that I was like, besides maybe like the season finale of the first season, or the season finale of the first season, where freaking Sean Bean gets his freaking head
That's
cut
not
off.
even the season finale. That's the episode before the season finale.
Isn't it like?
Are you sure?
Yeah,
That
that's.
was
I
like
could have swore that's how the season ended was him
No,
getting
the
his
se-
head chopped
I
off.
think I'm pretty sure it's episode 9 of 10.
But like none of those episodes where I was like, holy shit, what a great episode. I never really had that feeling
Well, okay.
that it has
No,
a
because the
Breaking
first
Bad.
episode was fantastic because that's the one where Bran gets like horribly injured.
That
and
was
it's
cool.
Like, and it's
But
the
that's-
most
but see,
like
that's
looking back on everything that has happened in that show. It's actually
It
the
means
most.
nothing.
That's a little bit of that, but that's a
kinda
little
satisfying
bit
to
of
see him fall though.
that's a little bit of what the Riverdale effect, where it's just like, obviously Game of Thrones much better than Riverdale.
Yeah.
But like the Riverdale, it was just garbage, and it was literally just what you would expect out of Archie, which is like, oh, we love triangles and all this shit, but then just like somebody gets them killed or raped in some episode.
That's
like,
the thing, though. Is like, okay,
at the very end of the episode, and you're, I have to find out what happens next.
I'm alone here, but I actually like Archie comics.
Yeah.
And
Archie's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
what's happening?
You had all
Just open the
Caffeine
door.
is
It's
happening.
fine.
you had all the double diggists.
But that's the thing.
That's
It's
what I
like,
thought they were as a kid.
I'm
Digest,
I'm going
See,
to Riverdale.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Speaking of Double Digest,
Uh-huh.
when I was a kid, I found out about Archie because of the Digest comics that you get at checkout.
Oh yeah, they were like in Rite Aid checkouts. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought they were, I think at Ralph's too, but I thought the reason they were called that is because you read them while you're on the toilet. So you're digesting your food reading Archie comics.
Well,
that was
no,
the-
that's
So
ridiculous.
that's what I did.
But you
Like,
if
this
you're
is
already on the
only
toilet, then
toilet
it's already
comics.
been
You
digested.
think you're
If
like
it's-
breaking the law if you like ate it, or if you,
No,
if you
that was-
read it while you weren't on the toilet?
No, that's what I did. I had to
That
in
makes
the
sense.
bathroom, and I was like, you know what? I know I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom tonight. That's my Archie time.
Wait, real quick though.
If shit's not coming out, I'm not taking in literature.
Real quick though, what is the origin of Digest? Why is it called that? Maybe that's right. Maybe it's just
Well,
right.
maybe it's
'Cause
based off of
a lot
Reader's
of
Digest?
everything that has
But what does that
Digest
even
on.
mean?
I think it was just, you got a fat stack of comics, and maybe it was just double the amount that you were able to get at the time. I think that's what it was. It was just, you got 2 Archie books. and it's nice, yeah, to digest.
Digest, which means comics. No,
What
clearly.
what is wrong with you?
Real quick, okay. Oh my gosh, I was about to say something, but I forgot what it was. Okay.
I think you were talking about like Riverdale.
Yeah, like I was talking about something about Riverdale. Oh frick! My question was, so you know how Sonic is published under the Archie
Yeah.
like
In
company?
fact, actually, fun fact about that.
Go for it.
It
Because
is
this might answer my question.
Yeah, it's the longest running comic series
Didn't
ever.
answer my question. My question was, has Archie met Sonic?
Yes.
Really?
Wait, really?
Archie's
And
met
that's
Archie's
Sonic?
met Sonic?
Wait,
I have
let's
my
look it
laptop.
up. Let's
I have
look
my
it up.
laptop.
Well, we got-
I'm pretty sure because I've seen them on covers together.
Because that's one of the things that
Well-
has killed me. Because
I know Archie's met Kiss. I know that.
He's also
for sure.
met
He's met
Archie,
Predator,
Archie meets
Punisher.
Yeah.
Archie meets everyone. It would be weird if Sonic was published under the Archie like name, and he never met Archie. That would be insane. He has to meet Archie.
Never met.
yeah, no, yeah. That
Oh.
I'm right here on the
This
Riverdale
is Archie
subreddit.
Comics.
Yeah.
On the Riverdale, Sonic is
There
on
you go.
Riverdale. Wait, there it is. Oh, this is gonna be up on the fucking green screen.
I'm assuming it's
That's-
something
They're
to do
like,
with.
I hate you. I hate you too.
Sabrina.
But I guess we both love chili dogs.
That's actually
Let
okay.
me see this.
That's actually in the Sonic
That's
movie.
not. I went
What, the
wrong way.
chili dog?
He likes
Goodness
chili
gracious.
dogs.
Well,
I
yeah,
fucked
it's
up.
a
I'm getting rid
classic
of it.
Sonic
But
trope.
we will put up Archie meeting Sonic, because that would have been really disappointing if Archie never met Sonic the Hedgehog.
Thanks,
Wait, okay.
Jaleel.
Have you read that issue by any
No.
chance? Because I want to know. Because the next thing is the next question. Natural question is,
Sure.
is Sonic a video game in the Archie universe,
I
or
don't know.
is Archie a comic in the Sonic universe? And they're like, "What? You're from this other thing?" Like,
I don't know.
because
I
that's
guess
always
you'd have
like
to-
a thing. It's
I
always
feel
a
like
flip
you'd have
of
to
a coin if
read
they
the
do
comic
that.
to find out.
The thing is, I've
like-
never read the Sonic Archie comics. And the Archie comics that I've read were either in the Double Digest when I was a kid, or they're like I had old Archie. I did read the Mark Waid one. The Mark Waid one is good.
Mark Waid Archie is
Yeah.
fucking. It's sick. I really
Yeah.
like. Of what I read, I think I read like the first volume, and it was like really.
It's really good. I like.
Except when they would try to be like super like there was one point where it's like someone's like, "Hey Siri," like
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like.
Hey,
Actually,
guys,
do you know
we're
what-
just
do you know
being
what
hip and trendy.
Do you know what balances the whole? We're gonna update this, but still make it original.
Yeah.
The Boom Power Rangers comics, where like Bulk and Skull are trying, because they're always trying to figure out who the Power Rangers are in the
Right.
show. So in the comics, they've got like a YouTube channel where they're trying to expose them. So it does work a little bit better.
Are Bulk and Skull and the Power Rangers ever in frame together in the show?
In the show, yeah.
Really? Like Bulk and Skull are there and they see the Power Rangers are there and it's like a Flash Thompson Spider-Man moment?
Well, yeah, because, okay, the thing about the original Power Rangers, and it's the only Power Rangers show, I think, to do this, is the entirety of the first season, anytime there were Power Rangers, it was stock footage from Japan.
Japan, yeah.
But
what's the name
Super
of the show?
Sentai.
Super Sentai. Okay.
but from season 2 onward, they still use Super Sentai footage, but what's going on?
I'm just checking the footage. Yeah.
They would still use Super Sentai footage, but they had the costumes, and because the kids that they cast were actual martial artists or gymnasts, they were able to put them in the costumes, and by the time season 3 and the movie rolled around, they had costumes that were fitted to them.
When they were in the costumes, they looked completely different than the Japanese actors.
Well, yeah, that's because
the Yellow Ranger wasn't even a
Yellow
girl.
Ranger was a dude in the original.
It was a
version.
dude. Because I remember watching, because when you were kind of introducing me to Power Rangers, both of us in our 20s, full-grown adults, you were kind of, you showed me, and I was like, oh, I'll watch a few episodes. And out of curiosity, I watched the first episode of Super Sentai, and I remember watching it, and honestly, that show was one I was kind of a little bit more interested in, and I was like, oh, the Yellow Ranger's a dude.
Yeah, no, Super Sentai was awesome.
Yeah.
I just didn't have any...
it's a completely different story.
I didn't have a connection with it. I had a connection with Power Rangers.
Right.
But
It's like me when I'm watching Dragon Ball Z. There's always the subs versus dubs debate in anime. If I'm watching any version of Dragon Ball Super, I'm gonna watch the English version.
I think there's animes
that's what
though.
I'm connected to.
There are animes though where the dub is better.
Absolutely.
Like Death Note.
I've heard I've
Ghost Stories.
I've only watched the dub of My Hero Academia, and I've heard that the dub is the really good one. Oops, I broke this.
I haven't watched My Hero Academia yet.
It's actually pretty good.
It's fucking solid.
Well,
the only problem with it is all the fucking cringy TikToks that come from it.
God. I don't. The only time I watch TikToks is on Tuesdays with you guys.
It's good. Yeah, no,
it's got an interesting world that they built for it.
I think a lot of it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
So if you want to check that out.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons, and then the half of the latest season, but it's only subbed.
I'm on my rewatch of.
Yeah, I can't. I can't watch this stuff.
Yeah.
I like English. I speak it, so you know.
No, there are.
Wasn't your favorite movie
My
Parasite?
favorite. I'm gonna say my favorite language. English.
And I'm not afraid.
But yeah, Parasite was my favorite movie. I just wish it was in English. That's all, you know.
I need to give it another shot.
Did you hear? Did you hear Donald Trump talking about
that?
Fucking...
Wanted to give me. I was like, you know what? Red Letter Media adored it. We're Off the Movie Maker adored it, and then Trump said it was bad. And I was like, okay, I need to give it
you've
another
got
shot.
moderate views about Parasite.
Well, because I really liked Parasite. I didn't love it.
Yeah,
but
him's
I really liked it.
Can we just get the Gone with the Wind back? Can we get it back? What does that even mean?
Going to just the first part, just the slave. Jesus Christ! That's
Actually,
fuck that guy. Fuck him.
I want to say this because my girlfriend's favorite movie is Gone with the Wind.
Okay.
Her favorite movie is Gone with the Wind. I rewatched the first 20 minutes because I was doing something else. I think I was playing Fractured But Whole. But the whole slavery debacle, the whole thing about it is slavery bad, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's the go-to thing is they over glorify slavery, which they kind of do, but they also do say that it's bad.
Yeah.
I think that nobody likes to remember.
Of course, as the farther we get away from slavery, the more we're like, woof, ouch, that was a bad decision that we all made.
Also, okay, Gone with the Wind, despite what Trump says, is a great movie. It's not my favorite movie in 1939. My favorite movie in 1939 is Wizard of Oz.
I would not be surprised if Donald Trump has never seen Gone with the Wind all the way
he
through.
hasn't.
I don't think he has the attention span to watch 4 hours of that movie.
Jesus Christ. I can't even imagine that viewing party. Just him in the White House theater, just okay, yeah, she said what's wrong with this fucking movie? Fuck,
I just
cut that out.
Because he just... I don't know.
It was just
such a strange...
obviously.
It's just a strange thing to say. Can we get this movie back? What? Why Parasite? Can we just get Gone with the Wind back? We have it. What?
Do you know what the thing is?
Whatever you want.
We have Gone with the Wind.
I have no idea.
We've got Parasite.
I literally have no idea what he means by that statement.
I
It's
think,
just
okay, what he was
I
trying
think
to
it's
say,
just
what
a-
he's trying to say, because I heard, I wanted to look into it. Because that's the thing. Whenever something is said on like Twitter or MSNBC or whatever, I'm always like, okay, what really happened?
Yeah.
Usually when it comes to Trump, it's what really happened.
It's
But
yeah.
pretty cut and dry. But I wanted to see what he actually said.
Mhm.
And I think he said something like that the South Koreans are stealing our movies.
What?
And it's like, no, Parasite was their movie. It aired here, or it premiered here, I guess. And
people liked it.
that's the thing, is people liked it, and I
Yeah.
think that is fine. Did you
Yeah.
see the cringy guy that was like yelling about like how Parasite won and it should have gone to Joker, and
That,
all of the
honestly-
reasoning that he gave for why Joker should have won is why Parasite won?
Literally, it's Joker is about underprivileged people who are downtrodden by society and having to find their way, and it's just like literally you were describing Parasite word for word.
And he openly said he didn't see it.
Honestly, do you know what? I don't. If South Korea,
Ooh, racist.
North Korea should go away. They should just kind of just fade away. But if Korea has like a bunch of Bong Joon-ho's somewhere in there, let them come here because I absolutely love all of his movies.
South Korean movies are great.
That's the thing about like foreign film. Like I feel like we miss out on a lot of really great films that just
there's so
don't
many
make
good
their
films.
way all the way across.
There's a bunch of just like I feel like I think there's a tendency to think like, oh, when you see foreign films it's just really cheap.
Well, the
it's
thing
not
is,
good
it's like,
long
yeah,
run.
That's not true.
we spend a
Yeah, not true at
lot
all.
of money on our movies,
Yeah.
and we do export like a shit ton of movies, but
When I
at the
think
same
foreign
time,
films, my first thing that pops in my head is like Indian films.
or anything
like
else.
Bollywood.
Yeah, like a lot of those are very
Well,
ridiculous.
I mean, it's also tailored to a very different taste. Like,
Yeah.
not everybody has.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
absolutely. You know, everyone has a different audience for
Yeah,
what they're trying to
But
go for.
I'll watch
it's interesting that like a message that comes from Parasite is so like
It's
overt.
universal.
It's so universal that like
Absolutely.
literally
Yeah.
people from around the world are like, yeah, this.
Yeah, we
this-
get it.
okay.
We're all into
Well,
it.
because here's the great thing about Parasite, and remember, I really liked it. I didn't love the movie. I want to give it another
It's
shot.
not your favorite. Like, where would you put it on your ranking? Like number.
Oh, weirdly, ever since like I had that thing about it where I was like, I don't see why people really loved it. Thinking about it more and more, it started moving up my list, but
Really?
it did not. It's like number 4.
Okay, that's very high.
It's for 2019.
Yeah.
It moved up to number 4. My favorite movies were Lighthouse, Uncut Gems, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
100%.
It moved
Mine
out-
are
it
literally
moved out of
just flip the other way. Once
really?
Upon a Time in Hollywood, Uncut Gems, and
Absolutely.
then Lighthouse.
Those you just named all 3 films that I would have been okay with beating Parasite for the best picture. So like
We had
that's really cool.
We had
2019
some
was a
good
great
movies.
year
We had
for
some
me.
really good movies
No,
this year.
I feel like it's rare that we get this many good movies in a row.
Oh, but what I was-
Yeah.
but-
last few years have been kind of.
and they all kind of like came out right. It was like summer, and then just like fucking.
But that's
good
usually how it is
movies.
when it comes to Oscar movies.
Yeah,
but
but-
here's the thing: is Parasite had a very, very clear vision. If you're South Korean, it was about the South Korean divide between the rich people and the poor people. But because that is such a universal concept, and because he didn't hammer it over that it's like this is supposed to mean exactly this, it was able to reach a wider audience.
Absolutely, I'm with
And I
that.
think-
Yeah, it's very like kind of just up to your interpretation of how you want it. Because I've seen people interpret it like, was it Ralph the Movie Maker? He interprets like Parasite much more positively than I do. Like
because
he's
I-
like, oh
that's
no,
why-
it's a positive, it's like a hopeful ending. I'm like, I don't see
That
it
and the
way
Red
at
Letter
all.
Media review were the ones that made me want to give it another go, because they were talking about how like the scene where they're underneath the coffee table
Yeah,
when the parents are sleeping on the couch.
yeah.
I didn't pick this up, and if I did, I probably would have loved the
But
movie.
it's like the turning
That-
point for the dad.
Well, no, that's supposed to represent a movie screen. Like where they're looking out into the audience, which is the little kid, which is Hope.
Oh yeah.
And the way that they shoot the like the window is as if you're watching a movie.
oh,
and I'm like-
with the kid in the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you know what? I could see that,
Mhm.
and I probably if I picked up on that,
Yeah.
that might not even be what he was going for. But if it was,
That's it.
like that, that would have shot it right up. You
Yeah,
know?
I think there's there's a way that I feel like directors can make something up to interpretation and do it intelligently rather than being like
David Lynch does that really
just
well.
kind of just wing it and just be like maybe the audience will figure something out of it.
Well,
I think Parasite does it very intelligently.
One of Matt and mine's favorite movies is Mulholland Drive. I think that's fair to say.
I really like that movie.
Mulholland Drive.
Who directed Mulholland?
David Lynch.
David Lynch. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I would say
I still haven't
that's
seen
my
it yet.
favorite David Lynch movie. I'd say that.
It's my second favorite, but I think it's his best movie. My first favorite is Twin Peaks: Fire Walk with Me. But
I was gonna say
Uh,
Twin Peaks is
Well,
Well,
is that just a
Twin-
personal thing, or do you actually think it's his best film?
his best I said his best movie is Mulholland Drive. My favorite movie is Twin Peaks.
Is
Fire
that
Walk.
because your favorite
Because you really love-
piece is Twin Peaks? Or
Yeah, because I think
there's so much lore. I haven't delved into it.
altogether, I think Twin Peaks might be one of the best things of media. And I know you've only seen like the first season.
Have you guys seen the first season?
I've
I
gotten
I
halfway.
still
the first
have
season.
not watched that much of the show. I just couldn't get into
There's
it.
8 million shows I have to catch up on.
I think
A lot.
part of what made Twin Peaks more enjoyable when I watched it was I was watching it with my girlfriend, and the way that we did it was we would watch it together, and we would discuss it. And when we discussed it, it became like a completely different thing because Twin Peaks when it came out, that's what got people into it. Was everybody was talking about it. When you just watch it like episode by episode, like by yourself, it's not going to evoke the same feeling. It's supposed to be watched communally. You know what I mean? But when you watch it, that's why like when I got to Fire Walk with Me, it felt like a culmination of things. But Mulholland Drive on its own is a great movie. Mulholland Drive is completely up to interpretation. But what I love about anything David Lynch is he has the answer. He's not going to give it to you because he loves the idea of you coming up with your own interpretation.
Do you really think that though? That like he there is a definitive answer to like the stuff he makes?
He definitely has some sort of plan.
Yeah, he's got a
Absolutely.
logic in his head of what everything means.
I almost would think that like maybe sometimes that like a filmmaker will be like, you know what, I'm gonna make this so people can interpret it different ways. I'll interpret it this way, but people can interpret it other ways, and they won't be wrong.
Well, no,
It's almost like he's a magician. it really is. Like he has the prep time. He has everything set up. He has everything laid out for you to have this experience. But you ask him like, what does it mean? How did you make this trick? What's going on? He's not going to reveal that to you.
It's not like
he
crazy.
never tells you.
It's
he
crazy.
never tells you
Okay.
anything means.
And I'm
definitively
totally fine with
okay
that,
because
yeah.
like I feel like I've gone back and forth on this. Is it douchey to not have a definitive answer for what your
stuff means.
It depends
work means?
on what it is.
Yeah.
Because there are people who are douchey for giving you the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Christopher Nolan does that all the time.
Yeah.
Where like he will give you like the ending to Inception, which is a movie I like.
It stopped out.
Okay, press it.
Yeah, someone will I can't do it.
Okay.
I'm the least qualified person to press that button right now.
Okay.
Perfect.
We're rolling.
That's
Is that
beautiful.
still rolling?
It should be.
It is. I'm seeing it's like a round and a square.
Yeah,
There's
it should
not
be.
the,
Like, it
there's
should
not
be. It
the
shouldn't.
big-
Yeah, if it's filled up with red, then it's not recording.
But if
We're
I
good.
see that square,
Yeah.
then we're good to go.
Okay.
We're
It's so
fucking
good.
But-
I can't think of a rhyme that would work for that because that's just a bunch of nuts.
We need to
If
figure
it's-
out. We need to figure out some sort of like.
If there's a red square, then stay right there. We're recording.
That's perfect.
There we
There we
go.
go.
But
I gotta pee so bad, but keep going.
Christopher Nolan is one of those directors.
Yeah.
The ending to Inception, which is a movie I love.
Did he explain what the ending is?
Yep.
'Cause I don't want to know.
I won't tell you then.
Yeah,
because-
don't tell me either, because that's the thing is like.
Because somebody asked him about him about it, and then he just told them, and it's like fuck. You.
Don't do that.
Is
I don't want. I like for sure don't want to know.
Is Christopher Nolan okay? Christopher Nolan, I think, is, in my opinion, Christopher Nolan is this director in a world where the best director is about here. Like he is pretty.
Christopher
like, you
Nolan
can rely
is
on
a
him to
really,
make-
really
deliver.
great director of blockbusters.
Yeah. I think
say.
if you give him like a blockbuster to direct, he will nail
Smart
it.
blockbusters.
Intelligent, but if you tell him to make it, go ahead.
Christopher Nolan is a great filmmaker. Is he a great storyteller?
Depends on the movie.
I feel like do you want? In my opinion, his best movie is a fucking superhero
Batman
movie.
movie?
It's
No,
Batman.
I disagree.
Do you think it's The Prestige?
The Prestige is his best movie.
The Prestige
I
is
do like The Prestige a lot. Have I seen
Even
The Prestige only once? I feel
The
like
Prestige is his best movie.
even then the Prestige is like pretty good. I wouldn't say that's like a great movie where it's like fuck
The
me,
Dark
I
Knight
love
is
it.
his second best movie. That's for sure.
I recently did a rewatch of The Dark Knight, and again, it's
But if you
pretty
like
good.
look at his movies,
The performances saved that movie
Inception,
more than anything. though.
Interstellar, fucking Dunkirk.
Interstellar and Dunkirk are terrible.
They're
I
all
hate
just
haven't
those
seen
they're
either.
all just like they're movies that like people like because they feel obligated to like them
Because they're big,
Christopher Nolan.
pretty movies.
Yeah.
No,
like
but here's something that you said a while ago that I completely agree with,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Christopher Nolan's movies look stale.
Yeah.
Like they look sterile.
I
The
feel like-
only
but
movie
I feel like-
the only movie that has any style is Batman Begins.
I feel like he has like kind of like an ownership over the stale movie look.
Every one of his movies looks like a movie made in 2010. Let me explain.
Yeah.
The Social Network, anything not in the computer in Tron Legacy, like movies like that. Imagine it's like the brown college lighting, if you know what I'm talking about.
I know
It's
what you're
like-
talking about. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's like a gosh, it's like gritty, dull blues
Yeah.
and browns.
I feel like
Yeah,
everybody was
exactly.
doing that for a while because for one, they thought like, oh, Christopher Nolan's doing this. It must be really good. Two, it's easy.
We were talking about
Well,
this.
it's like a vague sepia.
yeah,
like-
yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Exactly.
That's honestly that's really good.
That's probably exactly the Sweet Disposition commercials. Always use those colors. Do you know what
Sure.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What sweet dip? What is that?
Okay,
What?
The song
go pee,
Sweet
go pee,
Disposition.
and then we'll talk about the music stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, while you're being?
Well,
Yeah.
no. This will be like a little break.
Okay.
Or we could fill time like they do on Gus and Eddie. Jeremy's such a.
Do you want us to
fucking-
fill time?
Jeremy's a bald piece of shit. Yeah.
I feel you.
I feel like there's
so
like a shitty horror
Catch
movie
me up.
trope,
What's happening?
like
I brought up
somewhere in there.
I
Sweet
feel-
Disposition, which has
Like
the
Temper Trap.
by Temper Trap.
It's a great song.
And
a song.
before we started the podcast, we were talking about music, which is exciting because Jeremy doesn't particularly
Don't say I don't like music.
He
You
doesn't
don't.
know music.
He
I don't
doesn't
know
go
music.
out of his way to necessarily listen to music on a daily basis.
And I think the
Exactly,
three of us
it's-
are big music people.
You're,
So
well, you're
I-
more of a podcast YouTube guy.
Yeah,
which is
so
fine.
okay,
which
so
is
if I'm listening to something in my spare time, I'm listening to a conversation. I'm listening to people who I like talking, because music for me, I like if somebody were to put something on for me, I don't think I've ever had someone put a song on for me, and I've not enjoyed it. I always like it, but it's just not something I seek out because I don't even know why I don't seek it out. I think it's not an art form that is particularly. Although recently, because I got 3 months of Spotify Premium for free, like I have been listening to it more. But it's not something that I feel like I feel the need to seek out that much. Yeah. So,
I want to
I think-
before we.
I was gonna say when it comes to music, I always feel like really overwhelmed when it comes to looking for new music because there's just so much.
I think there's more songs than there is. Okay, in terms of like pieces of art, I think in the music category, there's more pieces of art than any other category of art
I'd
in
say
existence.
published. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
published.
I would
True.
agree.
I went to, like paintings.
you.
There's more songs than there are paintings.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
sure.
Yeah.
There's more songs than there are music. Or sorry, there's
more songs than there are songs.
No, movies and
drunk.
videos.
There's more. There's more songs than there are movies. There's more songs than there are. There's more songs than there are probably episodes of TV shows. Like in whole like there's so many. So that both excites me and scares me and
Well,
kind
yeah,
of like
that's how I feel when it comes to like looking for new music, which is why I always rely on like people I know to be like, oh hey, check out this band,
Yeah.
and then like, okay, cool.
That's
That's
how I
just
find
one more
my
to add
music,
to my
yeah.
repertoire. But like, I always like I'm always anxious because I'm like, oh god, I don't know.
that's
I'm
something
gonna
that I've
listen to
been-
this song. And it's like, oh well, is it just this song or is it this band? Now I got to spend 3 hours listening to like 3 or 4
Yeah.
albums to be
That's
like,
the-
oh man, there's this one really great album they did, but everything else they made was garbage.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, have you heard this band? It's like, yeah, and they suck. It's like, oh no, you gotta listen to this one. It's like,
I feel
oh,
like-
okay, now see. Of course, I was gonna not find the needle in the haystack. So it's like the
Yeah.
one song
That's
I
the
didn't
friend
listen
that I was
to.
missing for a while.
it's like it's an adventure. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a Where's Fucking Waldo book. Of, like,
Sometimes,
that's
yeah.
what music is.
Well, because here's the thing, like, that's I didn't really have like a friend until like Matt that like I could bounce musical tastes off of because like Matt and I have very, I would say, similar.
Yeah, I would say fairly similar.
So like we
Do you like that?
no, he doesn't really like that shit as much as you think he does.
Okay.
Literally every time he shows me a
Best-
song, it's
That is not true. Okay.
You've never showed me a song like that.
Best death metal bands go. Cannibal Corpse, Entombed, I really like.
long as you
I
don't
think they're
like
really
DB
good.
Borgir.
I'm not a huge fan of DB Borgir. I don't like. Death is really good. Definitely listen to Leprosy and Scream Bloody Gore. It's really good. Listen to that album.
What's weird though is you got me into like, was it Days and Days?
Days and Days is so
You got
good.
me
I
into that.
showed both of you Days
Yeah.
and Days.
Yeah.
Days and Days, if you haven't heard, the album is Rogue Taxidermy. They are a crust punk folk band. I saw them open up at the
Folk
Glass.
band?
Yeah,
I
they're
like folk stuff.
so fucking
Folk is
good.
great.
They're so good.
Folk
so
punk is so
fucking
cool.
good.
Best folk punk band. So I would say that my two favorite folk punk bands are Days and Days. Right now, I found out about them this last year. I saw them play at the Glass House in Pomona. They opened up for Leftover Crack, which is one of my favorite bands in the world.
That's a
It's
really
great
good name.
It's a great name.
Punk rock
There are
bands have
other
the
bands.
best names.
So
They
Leftover
always do.
Crack is the second version of a band called Choking Victim, which is so fucking good. No Gods, No Managers is probably one of my top 3 favorite albums of all time. I'll definitely show you guys at some point if I haven't already.
Well, because
But Days and Days is so fucking good. My other favorite folk punk band is Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains, which is fronted by a guy named Pat the Bunny, who is also in the Wingnut Dishwashers Union and Ramshackle Glory. Listen to any of those names. They're fantastic. They're really good.
Days and Days.
Days,
Is there a way to
DAYS.
save something on
Wait.
Spotify without liking it?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Um,
You can literally just.
All right,
just
I'll
it.
just
Why not?
I'll just
This-
like it.
This whole album.
It's not going to affect how they recommend music to me, right?
No, no.
if it does,
And I
then
promise-
you're gonna get great music.
I promise
Okay, cool.
I promise you'll like it. How
Right
about
on,
that?
right
I fully endorse the album Road Taxidermy. by
because
Days and Days. It's
because Matt
fantastic.
showed me that song on YouTube,
It's good.
and I really enjoyed it, and I tend to listen to the same like 7 songs over and over again.
I
when
do
I'm
that.
doing,
I do tend to do that every
but
once in a while.
that song keeps ending up like sneaking into my playlist, and every time it's on, I'm like, oh, I really like this.
It's good.
You
It's
know,
really
like,
good.
Yeah.
but no, my favorite type of music, because I love punk rock,
Yeah.
but
It's
it
that
really
punk is my favorite type.
I
it
feel
really
like it's great
depends
in-
on the type of punk, because that's
Sure.
the thing is my favorite punk, which is really hard to come by apparently, is Irish punk.
Sure. So
Like Celtic punk.
because you really have the big two. You have Flogging Molly and you have
Yeah.
Dropkick Murphys,
And the thing is, I like Flogging Molly more than
I was
Murphys.
really
which is totally. It's
I
totally
had
valid.
when I was in college. I had a really big. I had a Dropkick Murphys flogging Molly phase.
You loved. Okay,
Did
you
it.
showed
Yeah.
me a song, and then you showed me the same song around the same time.
Yeah.
And it was Fiddler's Green's version of a Newfoundland song that's trying to be Irish, called "The Night That Patty Murphy Died."
Oh, the night that Patty Murphy died! Hell yeah, I love that song.
Now, here's the thing: the band that plays it is called Fiddler's Green.
Yeah.
They are an Irish punk band. They are not Irish. They are German, playing Irish music.
Wait,
Fucking why not?
Dropkick Murphys, aren't they an American? Like
No,
something-
Flogging Molly's is American.
That's
the
right.
the lead singer is Irish, but the rest of the band, I believe, is American.
He's just kind of like fucking peer pressured the rest of them into doing Irish style music.
Or maybe
But
they
that's
just really
so
like
good,
playing
though.
It
it.
is awesome.
Like,
yeah.
and then
Right,
it got me into like actual Celtic music, like the Irish Rovers. Great.
Celtic music is fucking the shit. It's really cool.
I actually have a really great story. So, there, my wonderful girlfriend Rayanne,
Rival podcast.
rival
podcast,
podcast from the Yeah
fucking
Yeah
Yeah
show.
Yeah show.
Honestly, it's a really great podcast.
It's a
Definitely
great
look
podcast.
it
You're
up.
gonna be
I'm
the
coming
next
up on episode 7, so look out for that.
7. Wait, what episode
Dude,
did I
I'm-
listen to?
They just released episode 5. Episodes 6 and 7 are both in the can. They're being
I'm
made
really
on.
excited. I'm about
Fucking
to start
really good.
episode 1.
Yeah. So we were going to. So Rand used to volunteer at a like drug rehab center. They were having a big. They were having a big fundraiser. So it was like Rand's mom and the community was all getting together. We went to this again. It is a drug rehab center. We went over to this place and they had this guy who was the MC for the night, who was one of the rehabilitants who got sober, got clean, and is now a comedian.
Oh no.
So
The worst kind
it was just like the
sober.
so all of the food was like donated from like amazing food vendors, stuff like that. I ate great people were there. It was all about the community. Who they got to perform for this benefit was fucking insane. So we had this one guy who one of the things was I can't remember the joke right now, but he was
But I promise, it was really,
okay.
really
So they
funny.
invited this one girl who didn't go to the center, but had a hit song coming out, and it was literally like, "I've got the reason. Christ is the reason that I don't shoot needles in my veins anymore." And it was the worst fucking song
was it also
ever heard in my life.
Was it also that flat?
It was pretty fucking bad. It was like they had a backing track, and she told this whole story about her getting clean, her getting sober. Obviously, a good thing. Please get help if you need it. Please look around your area. Okay, but also, it was just like, the song was so fucking bad. They kept hyping her up the whole night for this thing. Also, so this guy that they had going for it.
What if the song? Okay, hold on. Side
What?
note.
Yeah.
What if the song was incredible, but they kept hyping it up, so no matter what it was, it
It
was
just
bad?
fell flat.
Because
No.
that's the thing about
It was-
fucking Parasite is you kept fucking
I'm
building
so
it up.
sorry. I'm
Parasite
so sorry.
is-
I really didn't want to do that. But I hate doing that.
I would
but
still say
fucking
Parasite is
loved
a
Parasite.
solid fucking 4 out of 5.
I loved it.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
So good.
I honestly, I genuinely think I'm the reason Parasite isn't a 10 out of 10 for you.
Really?
I genuinely think
no,
I'm the
no.
reason Parasite isn't a 10 out of 10 for you because I loved it so much that I kept hyping it up for you guys and I ruined it for you.
No.
I'm a bad person, is my
I
point.
still
Well,
really,
yes,
really liked Parasite.
You
I was
definitely
not
ruined it for
disappointed. I was not disappointed at Parasite. Okay,
Okay,
but
cool.
the
Anyway,
best part of this story was, so the guy told a bad joke that I cannot remember. I'm so fucking mad. But honestly, the best part of this thing was they had an Irish folk band playing again at a rehab center.
Wait,
Straight up.
Wait, hold on, but they're
for real.
Irish.
Wait. For real.
Don't be racist.
For fucking real, the band's name was Crack House. I'm not fucking kidding you. They did not check. When the band came on, they went, this is a little awkward. They did not tell us what this benefit was for. So I think crack, like the way they spelled it, was an Irish word for something. I'm not going to look into it. I'm way too drunk or way
Irish
too
is
lazy.
English?
No, Gaelic. Gaelic is the
So,
language of Ireland.
but it was like...
Do people talk
basic-
in Gaelic in Ireland?
Some people do.
yeah. It's a thing.
Some people do, but most people talk in English.
Also, what part of Ireland are you talking about? Northern Ireland? Or
No
Republic of
fucking
Ireland?
clue, because I've never
Oh, so crack
left
spelled...
the fucking Western Hemisphere.
So crack spelled C-R-A-C-K. C-R-A-I-C
The Western Hemisphere.
What?
is so C-R-A-I-C is term for gossip, fun, entertainment, and enjoyable conversation.
For some reason.
So it's a pun. However, they're just called Crack House.
I've
And
seen
they
that.
went, we're so sorry, and then just played Fight for Your Right to Party by the Beastie Boys.
I thought-
And
okay.
one of the best covers I've literally, for real, ever heard in my life. It was fantastic.
My mind
Go check
went
them out.
somewhere
They're
else.
so good.
My mind went, oh, hello there, we're Crack House. Tonight we're going to be playing one of my favorite Irish tunes, Whiskey in the Jar.
That's fucking great. Like, you don't want a fucking Irish fucking style band. Fucking.
They were great. They
How
were
about
really
another
good.
Irish
Oh,
drinking
good.
song? Is that what you want to hear?
Let's talk about drinking. They just ruined
Oh my
like
God.
10 months of
This is-
progress
okay,
for so many people.
This is not
But-
racist towards Irish people.
I'm
not.
my mom's
Every-
maiden
can you-
name is O. Driscoll.
My girlfriend is full Irish. She's
You-
first generation.
She
my
is
my
so
last name is
fucking
O. Alvarez.
Oh, Albert.
Oh wow.
Oh,
No,
Alvarez.
but she most Irish songs are drinking songs.
That's the
It's
thing.
true.
Is I don't. Okay, so I went through my cringy freaking Celtic phase in college. Like I can't even name a single song that didn't involve drinking in some way. So that's fucking hilarious.
'Cause, like,
that,
there's-
they had a Celtic song.
because Mountain Dew is not. Everybody knows that here is a soda. Over there, it's a drink.
Do you know what also? Do you know what's fun? When we went to OCC, there was a street right next to Orange Coast College. Oh fuck, I doxed where we went to college.
Oh, no.
It
don't live
was
there
it was
anymore,
called
yeah.
Merrimack Street, and I was
Oh, yeah.
like, every time I drove past it, I'd be like, Merrimack's mothers make Merrimack, marry me, my mothers make me,
Oh,
marry
I love-
Merrimack.
okay. Carbon Leaf, which is another great band that nobody knows about,
Yeah,
they did a cover of that,
yeah,
and it's incredible.
yeah.
Um,
It's a great. It's a fun little tune. Like it's.
Do you want to talk about Carbon Leaf and how you
Sure.
found them and all that jazz?
okay,
That's
so,
kind of fun. Just songs
Okay.
no one knows about. Yeah, I think it's great.
So Carbon Leaf is a folk band. They're not
I would
punk.
I would say so. They're folk. Yeah, you showed me them. They're cool.
They're a folk band that I found because I was working at a Kohl's in Orange County.
Hold on. That might needs water.
Mine needs water.
Oh,
Mine
wait,
can
do you
go
wanna-
fuck
Her bowl is
herself.
empty. She's trying to get something.
You know what? Let's keep the podcast going. We're gonna do live show you. We're not gonna show you because obviously no one's here to operate the camera. Oh fuck! Did you just kick my computer?
Oh my god. Good job.
This is why you don't drink in podcasts.
If you would have fucking, I don't know. Maybe you did destroy my computer. If you destroyed my computer, you owe me $1,000.
didn't put him on the floor and I'm gonna cry.
Oh, I'm glad you're hurt. I'm glad you're hurt after kicking my fucking computer. Are you gonna? Oh, if you. Yeah. Play up being hurt right now because Matt's. Are you trying to?
am I gonna film it?
Yeah.
It for real ripped a hole in my jeans.
Did you really?
Fuck yes.
Oh fuck! I just took a million pictures.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up my. We're making fucking premium content right now.
This is art.
that.
Holy shit! Do you know what? I fucking goddamn you better fucking not have hurt my computer. My poor widow. Poor widow.
It was
piece.
literally
Gwen,
like
thank you
the
for
most.
giving my water.
It was literally like the most corner piece of the computer I could have possibly hit.
Thank fucking
Oh
God.
my god!
I spent so much money on my
Wait!
computer.
I'm gonna move my kneecap.
No,
Feel
you
it.
didn't.
Feel
Your
it.
parents
Go up here.
spent so
Feel
much
it.
money on your computer.
Feel it. No. Jeremy.
Stop! I have 600 subscribers. They need to think that I'm fucking
You have
well
to-
off.
Okay, you have to feel this. You have to. But we're.
Holy shit!
Wait, who's
that
got-
made a fucking audible noise?
Who's got more
Go ahead.
subs?
Do it again.
Gwen or Tabor?
who would you?
Gwen does.
Gwen because she made a fucking banging
The
video.
best video that any of us have ever made.
Timeless.
Yeah,
So-
too bad it's like the one and only good thing I've ever come up with.
That's not true.
It's
Tabor has like a.
I just
like,
haven't
Tabor's
made,
got the
I-
worst content.
I haven't made it. It's honestly, yeah, I deleted half of the shit.
This
was
is the
fucking
best.
with you, man.
This is the
Well-
best content I think you have.
Oh my
Classic.
god.
That's so mean.
No, I don't see why you don't film
this-
some of your like.
No, I'm
your-
just saying-
your
I have some
best-
stuff.
your
I have
better
some
scripts.
your
stuff's
fucking
coming
improv,
out.
Improv
Like, you have some-
songs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
no,
songs
doing
you
improv-
improv is the funniest shit You do, and it fucking
Right?
And
kills
Gwen,
me.
you need
And
to
we'll
stop
get some
putting
stuff.
yourself down, and you need to put out Tran on the street.
I mean,
Let me put
eventually.
you down.
Oh,
I hate trans people, so
What were we talking
No,
about?
I mean,
do you hate trans people?
stop. Oh
no,
my
no,
God.
no. You know what you should do? You should go grab
Is
go
that
grab
still
the guitar.
recording?
We should do it. Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
recording.
Still
You
recording.
should go grab the guitar and do some quick riffs.
Do it.
Quick
Go,
riffs?
grab the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Yeah.
a fucking riff.
Yeah.
Do it right now.
Don't hit the computer again now.
Don't,
Oh my
please,
God.
thank God. Fuck.
This is one of our most disorganized
I just want
so far.
one nice thing in my life, and it's that
You
computer.
think this is disorganized? We have seen podcasts that are way more disorganized than this.
Other podcasts are? Which ones are?
Gus and Eddie, weirdly.
No, I think
There's
theirs
a structure.
is more organized than ours is. Because the thing is, we have 4 fucking people they have to fucking babysit. Like, they just have 2.
My knee hurts so fucking bad. I hope you're happy, fucking dad. Stupid mustache, stupid name. I hope that you know that you're lame. Fuck you and also fuck your wife. Now my knee really actually hurts. I might need to go to the hospital, but at least we're gonna have some squirts of laughter and fun. Ow, 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 laughter and fun. Ow, 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 ow. Now we've begun the song. I like to jack off inside the bus. Nobody's on the bus. I break it after dark so it's not creepy. No one's there. No one stares. It's not creepy. I promise. And I'm sorry. Is that okay?
So you...
That was beautiful.
It sounds like what you need is a little bit of fucking universal health care.
You know who can bring that to me?
Give me that sweet, delicious.
You're not gonna
universal.
put us out on your Bernie endorsement.
No, I why am I like is Matt gonna do it? Yes, absolutely.
You're the one...
My mom runs Bernie 2020, the cutest Facebook Bernie group on Facebook.
Link in
What
the
is it?
description
What is
below.
it? I'll fucking do
Put the
it.
link in the description.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
said it, so
the
it's
more
there
people,
now.
the more
But then they're
people,
gonna
the
be able
better.
to find
My mom's gonna
I don't give a
fucking love
fucking
me.
flying fuck. I hope he gets
Bernie.
doxxed. I hope everybody
Well,
knows where he lives.
I hope you're. Are you stoned?
Me?
No.
Are you sober?
I'm 100% sober.
Shit.
I'm the only sober person here.
I just got drunk, guys.
I've been drunk for the last fucking hour.
Remember when I
you
hit
tricked
my-
me. You told me this wouldn't get me drunk.
It's 8%. It
It's
says
8%,
it
you
right on the
motherfucker.
can.
It's 8%.
Man,
I
feel
have
like I'm-
no idea if this has been recording.
This is
But you know what? This has been recording the entire time. No matter what, we're good to go.
the cutest Bernie 2020 group on Facebook.
By
is
the way,
official
has
name.
this been recording? Check your Audacity real quick.
Absolutely. That's ours. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, so ours is good to go. We just don't know if you guys are good to go.
Fuck it. We're good.
Who cares?
Should be
You know
fine.
what? I fucking love chaos. That's my fucking kink.
Oh my god. Speaking of chaos, because I want to get back to our original conversation, but before we do, speaking of chaos, doing my rewatch of South Park right now. Just platinumed Stick of Truth and Fractured But Whole.
Nice, nice.
I also just finished up Stick of Truth for the second time. Like this week too.
Is Butters the best character on
Yes.
South Park?
Hands
the
down.
Butter's own
I
episode
could've told
is
you
probably
that.
my favorite
I've
episode.
seen like 5. No, I have not seen that. I've seen probably. I'm gonna say 20, 30 episodes of South Park in my entire life. Butter's easily the best character, without a fucking shadow of doubt.
You know what's
Butters is
shocking? Butters didn't have like a prominent role until like halfway through season 3, well after the movie.
Who was he replacing? I feel like he was replacing.
He
was one of the replacements for
eventually
Chef.
in season 6 he replaced Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny was like super dead for
Because
a
Kenny
while.
died at the end of season 5, and didn't come like permanently. He died, and then he came back at the end of season 6.
Okay. Real quick, why was Kenny dead permanently? Was
Because
it a movie?
they were sick of
So
doing
killing him.
They were sick of
oh
doing
my
the
God,
joke
he
where he
killed
kept
Kenny.
dying.
Okay.
He hasn't died in years, I think.
Really?
I think
except for like the
So he's
Mysterion
okay.
show
What
episodes.
Yeah.
year did he come back?
Like 2003. Like,
And then from 2003 on, he never.
oh no,
died.
he dies every once in a while, but
it's like whatever.
Now it's like they don't have to because they didn't want to tie themselves to the joke.
Yeah.
Which, by
Like,
the way,
even-
fuck
even-
you, Dana Schwartz.
Here's the thing, though. Like, even
Is
in
that recording? I want to
reference,
make sure that Dana Schwartz heard that you.
but yeah, even in universe of the show,
I'm
like
sorry,
whenever
you're not
Kenny
a bitch.
dies, they're just like, "Oh
I'll
my
make you
gosh,
lie.
you killed Kenny, you bastard," and then they move on. Like
Yeah.
they just
You
go
can
through it as quickly
actually
as possible.
pinpoint the moment in like season 4 where they're done with the joke.
Yeah.
But no, Butters'
gotta
best
fucking
character.
binge
It's
South
shocking
Park.
because the South Park movie is one of the best animated musicals of all time. Butters has one line, and it's literally
in the movie.
in the movie because freaking Cartman says, "Yes, it's how the Terrence Phillip movie. Who wants to touch me?" I said, "Who wants to fucking touch me?" And then Butters goes, "Ooh." That's
You know-
all he has.
Prediction. I'm making a prediction right fucking now.
Mhm.
Okay.
When South Park eventually in 40 years gets canceled, they're gonna make a spin-off.
And it's just gonna be Butters.
Butters. It's gonna be a Butters.
I think what
It's
they're
gonna
gonna
be
do
everyone
is
else
they're gonna
sees
make a movie that concludes the series, and it's Butters is gonna be the main character.
Yeah.
But
Butters is like that fucking thing stopped recording again. So
Son of
somebody
a
press
bitch.
that button again. Yo.
does that one just keep recording?
That one seems like it doesn't have that fucking issue.
Yeah, no, it just keeps
The
going.
battery's not super hot on that one though.
All right. Well, it looks like we're gonna be ending this podcast soon, even though I could go for another 4
Well,
hours.
let's
I'd
just
go
go until
for
it
a
dies,
sec.
Well, I mean,
and then we can end on that camera.
They will all end
I
up.
mean, if we have to.
Yeah, once it
because-
dies, yeah.
Yeah, we'll finish over there.
Well, let's
And we'll
Together.
all just like.
let's talk about what we were going to talk about originally,
Well,
What were we
which
gonna
was
talk about originally?
we were going to talk about the like I think it was like songs that we know are bad,
oh yeah.
but we like.
Songs that we know are bad, but we like.
But we like.
What
because
about like?
I found
okay,
a new one. That's why.
Ohio is for Lovers, Hawthorne Heights.
That is a shit.
It's a
song.
shit song. Scream it every time.
Okay.
It's bad. It's a bad song.
My only entry for this is "Let It Go" by Elsa. Is that
That's
a bad
not a
song?
bad song.
But
It's
like,
not a bad
It's
song.
it's a good song, but it's overplayed.
yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biological Didn't Bother by Shaq.
That's
That's
good
a
one.
fucking-
That's
It
a
is.
Can I
It
tell a
is
quick story
awful,
about it?
but I really, really love showing it to people, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Should I tell my story?
Oh,
about it real quick?
absolutely.
Okay, so when I was a kid, I heard that on whatever talk show, right? They played a snippet of it, and I was a kid. I don't remember all of it. So for years, before I found it again, like a few years ago, I thought the lyrics were, "Yo, man, you ain't my dad. You're the worst dad that I ever had."
Which,
I
to be
mouthed the
fair,
words best by accident.
to be fair, the actual song isn't much better than that.
That's true.
What's the actual lyric?
It's
Above.
something about like all he
You-
says is
It's
"You
not
ain't
as
my dad."
memorable as
Yeah.
No, it's you brought me from boyhood to a man.
I don't think there's not a chorus or anything.
something
to it.
something
No,
my
yeah,
biological
yeah, it's
didn't
like
bother.
you brought me from a
Right.
boy to a man, so Phil is my father, because my biological didn't bother.
Yeah, something like that.
The song though that I know is bad, but I love anyway. I just found it. By the Crash
Shut-
Test Dummies.
Oh my
That
god.
song is fucking horrible. but I love
Once there was a kid who wrote a really bad song and it got inside our
it. He
heads.
turned from Terrence Zdinich to Andrew Lloyd Webber. Neither are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, you light up my life like
Nobody
nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed.
Also- Okay, this might be a weird take. Not
Oh
a
my
bad
God.
song.
No, you don't know you're beautiful.
I don't think that's a
That's
bad
what
song.
makes you beautiful. You don't think that's a bad
It's
song?
not really. I mean,
Fuck,
it
I don't know
did,
any
Fine.
bad songs
it did
that I like. That.
steal. It's the same melody to Summer Nights from Greece.
I
Dun,
don't know
dun,
any.
Oh.
There's
There's always 3-beat slide.
3-beat slide. I love everything they've ever made.
3-beat slide is such
The
a
old-
fun, exciting, wholesome group.
Fuck, am I gonna get a copyright claim for?
No, you could. I mean, these are all original, and it's not like
No, he sang One Direction.
I sang One Direction. Am I
Yeah,
gonna
no,
get
no,
copyright
but
claim for that?
it's considered unique.
Well, yeah, because he sang so badly.
Well,
That's a
we'll find
parody.
out.
That was meant to be really funny, so it's
It
parody.
was fucking, I was making fun of them that entire fucking time.
Wait, hold on.
Fuck you, One
Is this
Direction.
the first
You're
time
Whoa.
stupid.
Maya's been on the
Mm.
podcast?
I think so. Is this the first time Maya?
Look at this fucking dog. Look how cute this.
I honestly think
Puppy
she's
is.
part of the only reason I get views.
Oh, she's 100% the only reason you get views.
This is a good dog.
I
Dog,
love
guys,
my
this
dog.
is a fucking really solid
This is a
podcast.
really
I feel
good
like.
dog.
This is
Nailing
a
it.
tight podcast.
We're nailing it.
Besides fucking slamming my knee, I had a lot of fun during this.
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
a good
no,
one.
I thoroughly enjoyed your song.
I'm
thought
gonna see
it
if I
was
can make
fantastic.
Mike make Maya growl at me real quick.
Please
Don't
no,
do it.
don't
Don't
do
do
that.
it. Don't piss her off.
Yeah, she's being sweet with her little tongue out, and that should be good.
Maya's missing teeth because
Don't do it.
piss her off.
She's gonna nip you.
Dude, don't piss her off. If she bites you, you fucking deserve it.
I did. She bit me, and
She
I
bit
deserved
you.
it.
Yeah, stop being an asshole.
I'm sorry.
Don't piss
I'm
off
an
your
asshole,
dog.
Maya. I got her pissed off though.
Also, Glycerine by Bush. I don't mind it.
Machine Head is
W?
better than
I hate
Glycerin.
that song
Yeah.
It's not a
so
good joke,
much.
because
It's so
so many people
obnoxiously
probably made that already.
bland.
What was that?
You said Glycerine by Bush, and I said, oh, Georgia W, and I realized immediately after that, a billion people have made that joke already.
You know what else though?
What?
Is I'm so drunk. Fuck.
Finish your thoughts, sir.
Is what?
A few Nickelback songs.
I
can listen to.
Photographs.
Oh,
Gotta
God.
be somebody. I can hear it.
I think.
I can hear the
Okay,
song from
I-
Spider-Man 1.
You think
No.
that you enjoy that?
Gonna stand here and wait.
Okay,
So
I
you
think.
prefer that
enjoy
over
song.
Son of
No.
I'm
Man?
watching the first movie.
I can't.
It's not even
when
in
we
the
get
fucking film.
because it's in the credits.
Yeah, you turn off the fucking
I know. I'm
movie before you
saying
get to
when
that.
when I get to that song in the credits, I stop the movie because I hate that song.
I don't even know if I hate Nickelback. It's just I never want to hear them ever. So I would say Linkin.
Nickelback is
I would say Nickelback and Linkin Park to me are synonymous in my brain.
No,
Really?
Linkin Park is fine.
I feel like Linkin Park I know is better, but I can listen to Bleed It Out and that's it. Maybe
Hybrid?
in the end.
Hybrid Theory is a great album. Okay.
I can't.
I also
listen to that.
I don't
like.
think
I'm
this is,
sorry.
I don't think
but-
this is a lukewarm take, but Green Day is a great band. Their new album sucks, but they're a great
Their
band.
last
The last good song.
4 albums.
Revolution
have not
Radio
been
was
good.
good.
There were
Revolution
songs
Radio
on
was good.
Revolution Radio that were good. I wouldn't say the entire album was good.
Green Day. You're saying their last. What albums have they made?
Oh,
recently
fucking
that were good?
Father of all Motherfuckers is one of the worst albums of all time.
I wouldn't say it's the worst album, but
No,
it's
that is
one
very
of the
far
wor-
away
I said
from the
one,
truth.
I said- one of the
I would
worst.
say
That's
is
not true
it's
at
one
all.
of the worst
It's
albums of all
lightness.
time, made by a popular music recording
There
artist.
we go. Boom.
In the last 2 years,
Okay,
sure.
because
it's
okay.
bad. It's not
There's
good.
been-
Uno
There's
Dos
no
and Tres
redeeming
should
quality.
have been one
Boom,
album with the
an
good
album
songs.
got
They
released.
should have
right
been
now,
one
it's
album
probably
with
that.
good songs, sure.
Revolution Radio was a good album.
What were the big
21st
ones off
Century-
that? Remind me. really
off
quick.
of which one? Revolution
Revolution Radio. What were the two big ones?
Bang Bang was good.
Okay.
Revolution Radio was good. 99 Revolutions is a great song. Although I think 99 Revolutions may have been on Trey. I'm so drunk I can't think.
Is there me a bad song
Bad
boy?
music.
Is there any albums that you'd be like, oh fuck, you knew Jeremy would like this album?
American Idiot.
For
I
Green
American
Day?
Idiot
know
is
American
incredible.
Idiot. No,
American
okay,
Idiot is-
besides American Idiot.
Dookie. Are you talking about Green Day?
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Okay, I'll listen to
Dookie.
Dookie's
Warning.
good.
Warning is also great.
Warning's fine.
Insomniac is good.
What are the two? I mean, Warning, Dookie, Insomniac, Nimrod.
Nimrod. Oh, Nimrod is great.
That's it.
Nimrod might be their best album, other than American Idiot. Okay.
American Idiot
is their best album. But
it is their best album.
It's not my favorite.
It's hard
their
to
best.
it's hard to admit to that because since it's the most popular one, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but it's so
It's one of those
good.
things where, like, even when it came out, I was just like, I mean, I would have been in 5th grade, but it was just like,
Oh my god, I'm much older than you.
it was just like,
wait, how old are
wow,
you?
we're the same age. You're slightly older than me.
How old are you?
We're
I'm
26.
26.
I'm 28. Fuck.
Yeah.
You're 28 right now.
I'm 28. Yeah.
And Gwen's 29.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Your
thanks for
li-
letting everybody know.
Your life's over now.
Am I not?
fuck off.
Like you're done.
My channel's
I've got-
growing way faster than yours.
That is true. Even though I've got more subscribers.
I got 1 sub this week and I haven't posted in a month, so we're killing it, dog.
Honestly, we're fucking over.
We're fucking. So I would say
I am really
that.
upset with you right now
Why are you upset with
Why?
because I got here and
Matt,
felt
it is
nothing.
8% alcohol.
I
Yes.
got here and now I'm feeling it.
Yes.
You're turning me into my dad.
Tut tut. Now.
Just as long as you don't have a child,
Yeah.
you go. Hey, do you want to beat Maya real quick?
No, I
Yeah.
love her so much.
Beat her
Yes.
up. Beat her up. Beat her
No,
up.
never.
What is
never.
it? You donkey?
Come on, you're drunk.
Yeah, my dad did the Orange Pranks thing. He legitimately would say, "Look here, you donkey."
That's so dumb.
Beat the dog up right now.
No,
Dude, one of these
stop.
times you're gonna get me drunk on the podcast. I'm
And
gonna
you're
cry
gonna-
about my fucking dad.
Let's make that tonight.
Nah,
Let's do it. Let's do it. We still got some
No.
fucking
We got-
battery.
we
We
Let's
got some
fucking-
juice. Let's talk
Let's do
about
it. Cry,
my
fucking.
dad.
We can cut this.
I mean,
Rant
if
about
you
your
wanna-
dad.
if we
Rant
wanna-
about your
dad?
dad. I want this.
My
I feel like
dad
I should take
is
the reins on this.
a cocksucker motherfucker, Gwen.
He's on the green.
He does
screen right now.
both of those.
I don't think you understand.
I
Okay, these all three of these, four, if
Okay,
include my. No,
I love my dad.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, cool.
You all know I don't drink.
What? You don't drink? I couldn't tell.
Please
With your
don't die.
Matt Tabor
With
said
your 1 can of
with
apple
with his
cider.
fucking horn sticking out. He was like, "Give me $3, I'll give you Red's Wicked Apple Ale."
No, what happened was they didn't have White Claw at the store. They said, Matt, you can drink this. It's sweet. And he went, okay. And I went, also, it has 8% alcohol. Just letting you know. And he went, gotcha,
I'm
bud.
joking. Out of all the people I know,
Yeah.
I want your approval the most.
Matt, we're friends. I've known you for, like, basically 2 years. We're good.
2 years. Shut up.
It hasn't been
Dude.
It's been 3 months.
Jeremy, we
Wow.
started. We have a very interesting job. We started the same job May 29th. It has almost been 2 years.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, dude.
It's been 2 years, and what have we
May
all
29th
accomplished?
this year. We've known each other 2 years.
That's not true.
The first words I ever heard out of Jeremy's mouth was, "My favorite movie is Avengers Endgame."
Wait, hold on.
That was
now.
No, it was Infinity War.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
It's not my
Infinity War.
favorite. It's
No, no, no,
currently.
no.
That's
it's
what
not
you
my
said.
notes.
That was
Hold
what
on.
you said. You said
I think
Infinity
I've-
War.
This
Yeah.
podcast has gone off the rails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
It's
it.
it's in
Yeah.
the top 10 probably.
No,
There's a
we're
lot
gonna-
of people
We're
who
gonna
are
wait
describing
until
it
the
uncomfortable.
fucking.
Tell me about your fucking shitty dad.
Tell me about
Wait a
your dad.
second.
Well, I'll
Oh
talk
my
about your
God.
dad. Do you have another battery for this?
No, but this. We're going till it dies.
It's
Okay.
on. As long as
Happened.
it doesn't matter. This camera is
Even know
good.
what's happening
Yeah.
anymore.
Keep going.
It's fucking
Okay,
chaos.
no. Are you sure it's 2 years? Because
Yes,
we.
yes,
There's
yes,
no
when did
fucking
we
way.
meet?
We
I've
okay.
not been working for 2 years.
May
We will bleep
29th.
that out for sure.
2018.
This year, we will have been there 2 years. We started the exact same day.
Holy
What?
fuck.
When did we meet?
We met October, September,
Shit.
maybe September.
We're in the timeline where time starts moving fast.
Holy shit!
Yeah, September.
You know, like old
September
people saying like, "Oh my gosh,
2018.
it's
I met
been-
both of you
Are
the
you
same
kidding?
day.
It's been
September
10
2018.
years already.
You were
there
You were
now.
wearing your Asteroid shirt,
Yeah.
and you were playing the
gonna
NES Classic at Matt's house.
This is.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cry.
And then you were wearing your cabbie hat, your
Six-
classic cabbie hat that you always
That
wear.
I never wear anymore.
Yeah.
60-year-old people are always like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's been 5 years. I can't believe it." We're in that, like, we're on that fucking slipstream right
Shit.
now.
Matt Tabor is one of my best friends now.
Holy
We're-
shit, that's true.
I would consider everyone on
I
this
hate
table
that.
a
I
very,
hate
very
that
good
he's
friend.
your
Absolutely.
best friend. I hate that.
What?
What?
I hate
Are
that
you
he's your
jelly?
best friend because that means it's fucking been so quick.
Everyone at
It
this
was so
table-
quick.
everyone
We've been at the
this
same
table-
job, like, and it feels so. No, it like genuinely feels like literally, it feels like we've been there for 4 months.
Everybody at this
But
table,
when I'm
and that
there, I'm like,
includes
I've been
my-
here for 10 years and I hate it.
No.
Right?
We better fucking
Jeremy.
yeah.
2 years, dude.
If I fucking if my channel
What?
takes off, I'm
What
fucking
did I
taking
do?
you with me.
Yeah,
You're
better.
gonna be if next month I have 100,000 subscribers, you're gonna have 20,000 subscribers.
I just
At
wanna-
least guarantee.
I just wanna hang out with y'all.
Dropping
Yeah.
letters all over the place.
This is the thing.
I was just hanging out.
Subscribers.
Whoever
Subscribers.
gets the most subscribers first,
Subscribers.
you know, there's a responsibility there. to take
Yeah,
the
because
rest
we
of
have to
us
carry
with.
the rest of us with.
Because
You guys
that's.
will all co-star in my fucking video. The app post.
I like how you
me.
think you're the
Well,
one who thinks is gonna make it.
I'm saying no, you all.
Currently,
Fuck
right now.
all of you.
Yeah,
all
I
of
mean,
you.
all of us have the.
We all have the juice.
Literally.
dog.
We're all. I would say that we're
We all got
no
the
matter
fucking-
what, we're always gonna be friends. I like you guys a lot, so we're good.
Oh,
Yeah, we're fine.
no.
No, if my friends,
When I
no,
get
if
rich,
I'm
I'm
friends
gonna
with
drop you
PewDiePie
guys like
and
a
I'm fucking done with all of you.
Brick.
Do you know
Oh,
how,
lit brick.
Do you know how
Lit.
long? I've
Oh,
been
I
waiting-
thought you said a lit brick, and I was like, how lit?
Do you know how? Do you know how long I've been
No, I'm
waiting
just
for Matt
kidding.
Tabor to say something like that?
Oh my gosh.
So
That we've
since
been friends, dude. I've reestablished our friendship a ton. We're good friends. I promise.
No, I told my girlfriend this is gonna be the fucking funniest end to a lot of people.
I'm excited.
I told my girl, I was like, we're driving home from your party. That
Oh,
we went to.
we had a fun party.
Yeah,
Jeremy
it
was
was
out
a
of
fun
town,
party.
but we had a
I
fun party.
was driving.
Maybe that's why
Yeah, you
it
had to
was
go
so
to a wedding.
fun. No, absolutely
No, we were
no.
driving-
Missed out on
We were
everything.
Yeah,
driving
why
home
were
from
we
that
there?
party, and I was like, wow, Matt Tabor must really like me if he invited me to this party.
It's like, yeah. Don't even- One time he was like, I'm afraid his car broke down once, and he was like, oh crap, we have group today. Should I call Matt? And this was like 4 months ago, and it's like, yes, just call me. I'll come pick you up. I'm in town. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it was like, he's like, well, I didn't know if we were like good enough friends. I'm like,
It's been like
yeah,
8
dude.
years. I don't know if we're friends or not yet.
Yeah, absolutely, and of course, if you need to ride anywhere, absolutely. If you ever want to come over, absolutely. Same to you. Same to you.
That's
Absolutely.
Same to you, audience.
Same
If
to
you
you.
ever
Yeah,
need
Matt
to
the
ride
peasants.
anywhere, just call Matt. His number is